Welcome, dear viewers. It's great to have you with us today as we delve into a topic that's increasingly vital in our Why has mental health been such a taboo topic in our society? And why is it crucial to break this silence now? Let's take a moment to ponder this. For far too long, mental health has been a subject cloaked in stigma and misunderstanding. A topic whispered about in hushed tones, often met with raised eyebrows or a dismissive shrug. But times are changing, and the silence is finally breaking. The importance of mental health awareness cannot be overstated. It's about more than just understanding disorders or conditions. It's about recognizing that mental health is just as crucial as physical health. It's about acknowledging that everyone has mental health, and it's something we should all be talking about, not shying away from. Historically, mental health has been stigmatized, misunderstood, and often ignored. This stigma has created barriers that have stopped many from seeking the help they need. It has painted a picture of mental health struggles as a sign of weakness, rather than a human experience that touches us all at some point in our lives. It has kept many in the dark, struggling alone, feeling isolated and misunderstood. But the narrative is shifting. The silence that once shrouded mental health is being replaced with open, honest conversations. More and more people are standing up, sharing their stories, and shedding light on what it really means to struggle with mental health. This increasing acceptance of mental health discussions is not just a trend, it's a necessity. It's a sign of a society evolving, recognizing the importance of mental well-being, and making room for these discussions in everyday conversations. It's a sign of a culture that's moving beyond the stigma, breaking down barriers, and creating a safe space for everyone to express their feelings without judgment or shame. We are entering a new era, one where mental health is no longer a topic kept in the shadows. It's an era of acceptance, understanding, and support. An era where mental health awareness is not just about recognizing the issues, but also about promoting mental wellness for all. A new era is dawning, one where mental health is no longer a topic kept in the shadows. So let's keep this conversation going, because it's not just about raising awareness, it's about evolving our understanding and fostering a culture of acceptance and support. How did mental health become such a stigmatized topic in the first place? A question that takes us back to a time when understanding of mental health was shrouded in mystery and misconceptions. Historically, mental health issues were often attributed to moral failings, weakness of character, or even supernatural influences. Society, lacking the knowledge we have today, marginalized those struggling with mental health issues, pushing them to the shadows, marking them as other. This historical context created an environment where people were more likely to stay silent about their struggles, rather than risk being ostracized or misunderstood. Through the centuries, cultural norms and societal values have further deepened this stigma. The ideal of the rugged individual, for instance, prevalent in American culture, values self-reliance and stoicism. This archetype leaves little room for acknowledging vulnerabilities or seeking help, thus further contributing to the silence surrounding mental health. Moreover, mental health struggles have often been sensationalized in media and popular culture. This has resulted in damaging stereotypes, further isolating those dealing with mental health issues, and making it even harder for them to speak openly about their experiences. Unfortunately, these societal factors have had real-world impacts. The stigma surrounding mental health has acted as a barrier, preventing many from seeking the help they need. It has been a vicious cycle. Silence breeds misunderstanding, misunderstanding breeds fear, and fear breeds further silence. But the tides are changing. As we've grown in our understanding of mental health, we've begun to challenge these outdated views. We're realizing that mental health issues are not a sign of weakness, but simply a part of the human experience. And so, we arrive at today where a new generation is stepping up and speaking out. These brave individuals are reshaping the narrative around mental health, challenging the stigma, and advocating for a more inclusive, understanding society. They're breaking down barriers and opening up conversations, fostering an environment where people feel safe to share their struggles without fear of judgment or rejection. But today, a new generation is challenging this long-standing taboo. They are leading the way towards a future where mental health is not a source of shame, but a topic of open, honest conversation. Who are the champions of this change, and how are they making a difference? It's the younger generation, the millennials and Generation Z, who are at the forefront of this paradigm shift, fearlessly leading the charge to break down the walls of stigma surrounding mental health. They're not just talking about it, They're actively reshaping the narrative, making it okay not just to have these conversations, but to seek help when needed. They're using platforms like social media, blogs, and podcasts to share their personal experiences with mental health struggles. They're candid and unapologetic, sharing stories of their battles with anxiety, depression, and other mental health issues. In doing so, they are normalizing these experiences, making it clear that it's okay not to be okay all the time. But they're not stopping there. They're advocating for systemic change, pushing for better mental health education in schools, and demanding that mental health care be accessible and affordable for everyone. They're lobbying for laws and policies that recognize and treat mental health issues with the same seriousness as physical health issues. In addition, they're promoting self-care and wellness practices as essential parts of everyday life, not just indulgences for when we have a spare moment. They're encouraging us to prioritize our mental well-being, to take care of our minds as well as our bodies. Furthermore, they're creating safe spaces, both online and offline, where people can come together, share their experiences, and support each other. They're fostering communities where empathy, understanding, and acceptance are the norms, not the exceptions. And perhaps most importantly, they're showing us that it's okay to be vulnerable, that strength doesn't mean having to hide our struggles or pretend that everything is okay when it's not. They're redefining what it means to be brave, showing us that true courage lies in opening up, reaching out, and asking for help when we need it. Their courage and determination are driving a cultural shift. They are the champions of change, making a difference not just for themselves but for all of us. They are leading us towards a future where mental health is no longer a taboo topic, but a normal, accepted part of our human experience. Their courage and determination are driving a cultural shift. What are the forces propelling this cultural shift? Let's take a closer look at the catalysts behind the destigmatization of mental health. One key player in this shift is social media. While it often gets a bad rap, it has served as a platform for many to share their mental health struggles openly. This oversharing, as some may call it, has actually been instrumental in normalizing discussions around mental health. It's given individuals a space to validate their experiences and to let others know that they're not alone. We're seeing people from all walks of life, from celebrities to everyday individuals, sharing their stories and in doing so, breaking down long-standing taboos. Another significant factor in this shift is the expansion of healthcare access. As mental health becomes more recognized within the healthcare system, more resources are becoming available. Teletherapy, for instance, has exploded in popularity, providing an accessible way for individuals to seek help from the comfort of their own homes. This has been particularly vital in a time where isolation has become a norm. Furthermore, mental health education is making its way into schools, workplaces, and homes, enabling us to better understand and respond to these issues. These educational initiatives are creating a society that's more equipped to handle mental health struggles, fostering a culture of empathy and support. This cultural shift is transformative in its essence. It's not just about changing the way we talk about mental health, but also how we perceive it. We're moving away from the harmful notion that mental health struggles are a sign of weakness and towards an understanding that they're a part of the human experience. This shift is encouraging a more compassionate society, one where individuals feel comfortable seeking help without fear of judgment. It's creating an environment where mental health struggles are not just acknowledged, but accepted and supported. This shift is not just changing conversations, it's saving lives. By breaking down barriers and building up support systems, we're creating a society that's better equipped to handle mental health struggles. And that's something worth talking about. Scene script. Who are these advocates and how are their voices making an impact? They are individuals just like you and me who have decided to confront the stigma of mental health head-on. They are brave souls who use their personal experiences, their struggles, and their triumphs to challenge outdated notions and biases. These advocates are not just speaking out, they're opening up about their own vulnerabilities. They're sharing their stories, their pain, their resilience, and in doing so, they're creating a ripple effect of hope. They're not just talking about mental health, they're living their truth, and through their honesty, they're showing us that it's okay not to be okay. Their courage is inspiring others to seek help, to speak up, and to stand together in the face of adversity. These advocates aren't just making an impact, they're saving lives, fostering understanding, and nurturing compassion in our society. Their stories inspire us all to join the movement. What does this increasing awareness and acceptance mean for our society? This question us to a profound understanding. Mental health awareness is not just about breaking down old stigmas, it symbolizes a new type of freedom. Yes, freedom. It's the freedom to struggle, to grapple with our inner turmoil while feeling seen, heard, and valued. It's about acknowledging that it's okay not to be okay all the time. This newfound freedom is a testament to the tireless efforts of advocates, professionals, and everyday people bravely sharing their experiences. It's about challenging societal norms, reshaping perceptions, and fostering a culture of support and acceptance. We're witnessing a shift in the narrative, where mental health struggles are not seen as signs of weakness, but as part of the human experience. This is progress. This is a revolution. Together we can redefine strength, resilience, and the taboos surrounding mental health. It's time to carry this conversation forward. Join us in this revolution by liking, sharing this video, and subscribing to our channel. Let's continue to challenge the norms together.